Oh, Sombra, that was a thing. Well, I better get started on the... Huh? What's this? Dear Scarlet Hope Glow, oh, Sombra, what did I do now? You have been summoned to the formal, fluff, exposition to get to the plot twist, family reunion!
Mundane noodle! You shut and shift of task. You snort hunger! Clay monger snack of shell gut! You use up all the glue on purpose!
So, this episode is about Twilight finally getting called to the map along with Fluttershy to solve a friendship problem between two hillbilly families named the Hooffields and the McColts. This is your basic two family against each other story, except there's no forbidden love that ties the two families together at the end. So, how does MLP manage this? I mean, even Avatar: The Last Airbender did this, and it was possibly the worst episode in the entire series. Surprisingly, they take this very well. The story gives us something that we've been yearning for a while now, which is Twilight getting called by the map. It's been clued in past episodes, and even by the end of the episode, you're given some foreshadowing into something more. The pace was well done, not too rushed, not too slow. The story was something that we've seen before, and while that is true, Twilight did learn something about herself, and that is that she can't prepare for everything, though some would argue that she learned these in other episodes. We've seen her prepare for other things before, like in Bats or with Party Poot, but in those events she had delegated or thought that magic was the solution to everything. However, even after learning this, she feels like such a failure as a princess. Something we saw in What About Discord, which is understandable considering every other princess seems to be doing their job pretty well. Fluttershy does really have no development here, none at all, but she does serve as an anchor for Twilight through this episode, which is probably why the map called her instead of Applejack or Rarity. But then again, the writers already did an episode with them, so... I also liked how the backstory was written about the two families, and how the ending did not come out to be...
That's some luck you knew Jin Wei and Wei Jin.
You could call it luck. Or you could call it lying.
What?
I made the whole thing up.
You did not. That is so wrong.
Now where's that custard tart?
I do have one problem with the writing, though. Why do they just believe in the animals? To be fair, none of them know what they're fighting to begin with, but how do we know that the animals aren't lying in order to save their own hides? It's not a primary or secondary source, it's just verbal knowledge. How do we know it's not been misconstrued or even altered? This really bothers me. I get that Fluttershy is trusting the animals, but we don't know all the animals are nice or trustworthy. If anything, maybe Twilight asks to look through a library or pass them a bookman hermit that has all the records. The visuals of the episode are rather fascinating, since the first time I saw the Hooffields, I expected them to be a lot shorter, a lot lankier, warm colors, and so I thought they were the complete opposite of the McColts. And seeing the entire forces unfold became rather shocking. While, yes, their colors did differ with warm colors and cold colors, they also differed in body type and shapes and sizes. Even seeing the area was unique and different. The only time we ever saw a place like this was in Applejack Coddle's Apple Bloom, the episode, where they go to a bayou-looking area. I've been waiting for something like this, but I feel like at this point, the Hooffields felt like they had blend into the background rather than really stand out on their own. It looks very muddled against the ground. Maybe they should have switched the colors around so that they didn't feel like they blend in so much. The animals were pretty overly cute to emphasize the point, which makes sense, but it's a little overdone in this particular area. I mean, it's done every single time there's an animal involved. Look at bats! It's the same feeling I have about it. The moral of the story is that though friends fight, it shouldn't end up with both parties hating each other and instead knowing the entire story. Something any pony can relate to regardless of whatever you're involved in the conversation or a third party. Was it successful? Yeah. Is it the best episode ever? Not really. Did I still enjoy it myself? Yeah. I keep thinking about my friends and how some of my family even would force me into the position to decide in a certain way. I've even tried to stop several arguments because the argument was either getting violent and people were telling me to stay out of it, or I just got violent in general. So I can definitely identify to this very much. This has been your future evil overlord, Crimson Glow, and I better get back in there, huh? Hey everypony, Crimson Glow here, and I just wanted to remind you that the Q&A questions are still being read over, so if you have any more questions about me, my life, what I use, what I do, then go ahead and comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Yeah!